Hi guys! I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk about my first month on YouTube and what that has been like. I wanted to make a video that I think would have been valuable for myself a month ago. I have officially been on YouTube for a month and I wanted to sit down and film a video and just talk about everything that I've learned. I'm not going to script this video. I just want to sit down, chat about my thoughts. It's been not what I expected at all, if I'm completely honest. The first thing that I want to talk about, which as you can see I'm already struggling with in this intro, is being yourself. It sounds so silly, but I don't know why once you turn the camera on, being yourself and just acting how you normally would if the camera wasn't there is really hard. I find myself just like stalling and not saying the things that I want to say, and I don't know, I guess just being like performative. But there's something weird when you turn the camera on, it just like becomes challenging. So I think I'm hoping just the more that I film, the more I will feel like comfortable talking to the camera and just being my normal self. But it definitely feels like that is the most challenging part so far. All the other stuff is like, I can figure it out, but just being myself on camera, I definitely don't have that mastered. So I'm gonna keep working at it. I normally have to go back and refilm my intro after I've started talking about the video because I'm so stiff and static when I first film the intro if I try and film it at the beginning, because I just feel so awkward in front of the camera. I don't know, I just like, it's so unnatural. It kind of takes me a few minutes to get past that, and then eventually I can start being myself a bit more and I just refilm the intro. The second thing that I have been struggling with is figuring out what my niche is. I feel like to my core, I am a generalist. And I don't know if that is just like a cop-out for being someone that is not particularly good at any one thing, but I just feel like I am a chronic dabbler. Like I just like to dabble. I just prefer to like have a whole bunch of interests, and I feel like my interests one year are so different to what my interests were the year before. I'm just fucking all over the place. But that means it's really hard to figure out what my niche would be, because I don't like the idea of falling down a rabbit hole and not being able to come out. Like it would be super easy to just make my niche about my job, but the whole reason I wanted to start filming YouTube videos is so that my job isn't the only interesting thing that I get to talk about. So I'm purposely not trying to do that because yeah, I just kind of want to be able to talk about other things that interest me, but it means that my videos so far have been all over the place. We will see about that. I'm just gonna try and keep posting stuff and just see what sticks, I guess, and see what I like enjoy talking about. Yeah, but if anyone has any advice for like finding a niche and sticking with it, then please let me know. I think the thing that stops most people from posting on YouTube or from putting themselves out there when it comes to social media is the embarrassment of being judged and the people that you know potentially seeing the stuff that you're posting. Which definitely was like a milestone for me in the beginning. But honestly, once you start posting stuff, you kind of just stop caring. Like it doesn't even really faze me or bother me anymore, thinking about like, oh, what if somebody sees this? It's very contradictory because I feel like I've never really been the person that cares a lot what other people think. But I also didn't post anything for like 25 years because I was so scared of other people seeing. So potentially my view of myself is not aligning with who I really am. I watched another video where a girl talked about climbing Cringe Mountain, and I feel like that is so true, that like you have to climb this like metaphorical cringe mountain to get to the place where you want to be, which is like the place where you have autonomy over your life and you have like personal and financial freedom and all the things that are the reason why people try and create a career online or post online. You literally have to like be willing to put it out there and other people make fun of you and just accept that. But once you kind of do, it's actually very freeing. That's definitely a initial hurdle that dissipated for me very quickly, because now I'm like, don't really care. And you are like, the great thing about YouTube as well is that you're just posting out into the void. Like, nobody is seeing these videos. So that is honestly kind of comforting sometimes, like just knowing I'm posting this video, but nobody's gonna see it anyway. So that actually, like, I think that helps me to feel like I can just post whatever I want to post, because you truly are just posting it into the void. You don't need to worry about like millions of people seeing it, because in all likelihood, only a couple people will. The other thing that has been really hard is staying consistent. I'm trying to post every week, and it seems like a week would be like a long stretch of time to be able to film, edit, and upload a video, but it's actually really hard to post consistently, and I definitely could be better at posting consistently. Like right now, I think it's been like 8 days since I last uploaded a video. It's not so much that like I struggle to find the time. The time's actually not a problem, but it's more just like I wrestle so much with my own image of myself and how like almost upset with myself I am. Some days I feel super creative and like I have a good video idea, and then I'm excited to film that and talk about it. Basically, like when I feel like I'm doing a good job, but then I have days where I feel like I'm doing a bad job and my videos suck. And then I just don't feel like I have it in me to film myself and edit a video and then upload it. Like it just feels so overwhelming. Yeah, it's definitely something I need to work on, because everything that you do on YouTube in the beginning is all like internally motivated. Nobody else is watching the videos. Nobody else cares if you post or if you don't post. It all has to like flow from internally, which is hard when you are constantly judging yourself, which I feel like I am constantly doing. I feel so critical of all the stuff that I'm doing, which makes it definitely makes it hard to be consistent. So that's a work in progress. The other thing that I don't really feel like YouTubers or content creators really talk about is that sometimes you film something and you're like, it's okay, it's not my favorite thing I've ever made, but then you don't just get to just film it. You have to then go and edit it and stare at the thing that like you thought was kind of average to begin with for like minimum 5 hours. It's normally more though. That is honestly really hard. And I know like you're supposed to value consistency over perfection. So I have to just constantly set down those feelings of like, I should just bin it because it's not perfect. You just kind of have to ignore that, which is challenging. I feel like once you start filming as well, I feel this urge anyway myself to level up and get all the equipment that you think is gonna like make better videos. Like I definitely invested a little bit of money already into like just having a camera set up, which is fine, but it's so easy to fall into the wormhole of like bigger and better, and I need this thing and I want this thing, and oh, like it'll just be so much easier to film if I have this one other thing. And like they all say like, you know, all you need to start a YouTube account is your iPhone, you don't need anything else. But like realistically, it's kind of hard to film a whole video on an iPhone where like you can't see yourself and it's hard to set up the frame. Like I put my iPhone on a tripod, which does work, but there's a lot of friction to like finishing a video when you're filming it on an iPhone. And my iPhone has no storage left as well. So that's a whole other thing. So currently I'm just filming on like a very old Canon camera, and I'm trying to just embrace the like, it's good enough mentality. You don't need everything to be perfect at all times. You don't need the $1,100 camera that you want so badly. Like just slow down, girl. Like maybe if I'm actually consistent for like a year, then I can reward myself by getting the nice camera. I do feel like it is such a dilemma though, because do you film all of this content on like a kind of shitty setup and then get the good camera, but like you could have used that production value that entire time? Or do you invest from the offset and then have the good stuff? I don't know. I really don't know the answer. Okay, now that I have like offloaded about all of the things that I'm clearly kind of struggling with in the first month of being on YouTube, I wanted to talk about the positives and the good things that have come out of starting my own YouTube channel. And I also just need to touch on the fact that editing is so painful. I actually just don't even understand how there are people out there that like enjoy editing and edit YouTube videos as a job. I take my hat off to you. So yeah, I kind of have to really push myself through the editing because I do not enjoy it. Okay, so I want to pivot and talk about the positive things that have come out of being on YouTube and starting my YouTube channel a month ago. And I would say the biggest positives that have come out of it is that I have put myself out there and delivered on a promise that I made to myself. And also like sometimes I think when I feel like embarrassed or like down on myself, or I'm judging myself for my content and stuff not being good enough, I'm trying to remind myself like 99% of people cannot get to this point that I've gotten to, which is like putting yourself out there and filming and editing and posting regardless of the potential consequences. I think I just need to remember to be a bit kinder to myself in that, you know, I'm trying and I'm learning and I've learned so much. Like I had no idea how to edit anything a month ago, and even though my editing is like not that great, it is way better than not knowing how to edit at all. So, you know, I'm slowly getting there. But yeah, it's been a good exercise in like I can do stuff that I set my mind to, and I can do like uncomfortable stuff, because there's nothing comfortable about filming and posting on YouTube, for me anyway. Like it's not comfortable to film myself. It's not comfortable to watch myself for 7 hours in an edit on loop, and it's not comfortable to then post that to the world. But it's like this cycle of getting comfortable doing the uncomfortable that I think is a good thing for anyone to experience at some point in their life. Like it's just good to try new things and do challenging stuff. Yeah, the other thing is like the opportunity to be creative, which I'm always very grateful for. I feel like I don't have any creative leeway in my job at all, so it's really nice to have a space where I get to be creative and I kind of get to do whatever I want to do, really. Like this is my show. I can say and post whatever I want to post. Yeah, I also think it's a really good exercise in the trap of comparing yourself to others, because it is so easy on social media to compare yourself to other people, and also just to compare yourself to other people that are way ahead of you, that have way better equipment and teams of people filming their YouTube videos and figured out their niche, and they have funding to do different things. So like it's so easy to fall into the trap of like all the things that aren't good about my videos and other people are doing better. But I'm really trying to learn this year to let go of the constant comparison, because, you know, everyone knows comparison is the thief of joy, and it is so true. Every time I catch myself like comparing myself to someone else, the feeling I get in my chest is just like so crushing and so unproductive. Like it doesn't help me or further me at all. It just kind of like cripples me and cages me, and I feel almost paralyzed by comparison. I think posting on YouTube has been a good exercise in letting go of that. Not saying that I am perfect at all. I definitely have a long way to go. On the day that I'm able to fully let go of comparing myself to other people and just let myself be me in my own space, that will be like the day that I can do anything. Like comparison literally just holds you back from being fully yourself. But yeah, anyway, that was just my kind of rambly thoughts on what it's been like to be on YouTube for the last month. Yeah, that's kind of it. Hopefully this video wasn't too like downward spiral. That was not how I was trying to come across, but I think the first month is always the hardest. There's a lot of hurdles to overcome, and I think I have a long way to go when it comes to, you know, where I want my YouTube channel to be, but I just wanted to be like fully honest about what it's like and what I'm experiencing. So yeah, if you can relate to any of this, I would love for you to reach out. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.